The only thing you talk about competence, we have Ilhan Omar, who does nothing but complain about our country and our Constitution, and she comes from a country with practically no country. It's devastated, it's crime-ridden, it's a mess, it's a disgrace, and we took their people at a tremendous. We're not taking their people anymore. We're not taking their people, and we're getting a lot of their people out because they're nothing but trouble. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Go ahead.
I have a question about this asylum claim that is being floated. Of course, you just detailed that this suspect was flown in under the Biden administration.
Yeah.
But was he granted asylum under your administration?
When it comes to asylum, when they're flown in, it's very hard to get them out. No matter how you want to do it, it's very hard to get them out. But we're going to be getting them all out now. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. President.
Thank you, sir.
Here, take that picture if you want it, press.
Mr. President, what are you most thankful for this Thanksgiving?
The fact that America's great again. We've made America great again. America was a dead country. We've made America great again. Here you go. Got it?
Thank you, Mr. President. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Everybody ready?
Victor, are you ready?
Okay, we're all set.
Mike,
Start.
are we ready? Chris, we ready? Yep, we're good. Go ahead. Is he hot? You're good, sir.
I assume we're on and everybody sees us. I see you, a lot of great looking faces. Am I correct? Everybody's on, right? If you are, wave. If you're not, just you can leave and go have turkey. Good. I think everyone's waving. Thank you very much. And I'm honored to speak with so many incredible members of the U.S. military and to wish all of you a very happy Thanksgiving. Before we begin, I want to express the anguish and the horror of our entire nation at the terrorist attack yesterday in our nation's capital, in which a savage monster gunned down 2 service members in the West Virginia National Guard who were deployed as part of the D.C. task force, which has done such an incredible job. I mean, until yesterday, we literally had no incidents for many months. It was the safest place imaginable, and this is a different kind of crime. This is a really bad crime. Millions of Americans are praying for those heroes and their families, and I must unfortunately tell you that just seconds before I went on, right now, I heard that Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person, started service in June of 2023, outstanding in every way. She's just passed away. She's no longer with us. She's looking down at us right now. Her parents are with her. It's just happened. She was savagely attacked. She's dead. She's not with us. Incredible person. Outstanding in every single way, in every department. That's horrible. As you know, the other young man is fighting for his life. He's in very bad shape. He's fighting for his life, and hopefully we'll get better news with respect to him. And the monster that did this is also in serious condition. But we won't even talk about him. As you may know, DHS has confirmed that the suspect is an Afghan national flown here by the previous administration, who was such a bad administration. And I have a picture of a plane. This is what it looked like when they came in. It was total bedlam. Do you remember that period of time? Total bedlam. People crammed onto the plane. And the toughest, meanest, most capable physically got on the plane, not the people that we were looking for or that they wanted to bring in. Here's a picture for you. Just take a look at that plane. Standing on top of each other and sitting on top of each other. This is what we had under the Biden administration. That whole thing should have never, ever happened. They should have left from a different base. They should have left from Bagram, as you know, and it would have been a much different story. But they didn't do that, and this was just a rout, just a terrible situation. This heinous atrocity reminds us that we have no greater national security priority than ensuring that we have full control over the people that enter and remain in our country. For the most part, we don't want them. They come in illegally, have a lot of problems. Their countries force them in because their countries are smart. They don't want them. Let's give them to the Americans to take care of. They come out of jails in many cases, mental institutions, they're gang members, they're drug dealers. We don't want them. Many of the service members on this call today are engaged in crucial aspects of that mission. And to each and every one of you, I just want to thank you so much. Incredible people. You make this sacrifice like few others understand. A lot of them don't even understand it. And you're keeping America safe and free. Our military is strong. My first term, I rebuilt our military, all aspects of our military. And in Afghanistan, we actually gave up a big chunk, but relatively, as much as it seemed like it's small compared to what we bought and to what we have and to what we're buying. We're spending over $1 trillion this year on our military. We have a military, the best in the world. We make the best equipment in the world. And we have the best people in the world. So joining us this evening are 6 units deployed across our hemisphere, representing every branch of the United States Armed Forces. First, I want to thank the members of Army's legendary 101st Airborne Division. You know, I've heard about that since I was a little boy. The Screaming Eagles, calling in from Fort Huachuca, Arizona, and you're led by Major General David Gardner, a real tough cookie and great general. I appreciate it, General Gardner. The 101st has done an outstanding job leading the task force, joint task force at our southern border. I mean, we have nobody coming in. They're not coming in. Under Biden, they were coming in by the millions. Now we have nobody coming in. We have a strong border. Nobody talks about it anymore. I'm not giving credit for anything, just like you guys are not giving credit for anything. We do the greatest job, but that's all right. They don't talk about the border anymore because you know why? Nobody comes in. We had 9 months now where we had nobody coming in, zero. And this is being fed. This is the people that do this they tend to be on the left. They'd love to say millions of people came in through Trump, and they actually said nobody came. Even I find that hard to believe, but they literally are saying nobody came in. And I hope people appreciate the job that you've done and the job that we've all done. But we're stopping the invasion of our country. We stopped it cold. And if you remember, Biden said, I need new legislation. You didn't need legislation. I didn't get legislation. What you needed was a new president. So with your help, we now have the most secure border in American history. It's the single most secure border in American history. So I just want to thank you. And the 101st, I want to thank you very much. The job you've done is amazing, working with all of our great people. We also have the men and women of the U.S. Navy serving as part of the Iwo Jima Amphibious Ready Group under Captain Christopher Farraker. And they're on board the USS Iwo Jima in the Caribbean Sea. Working right by their side are members of the 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit led by Colonel Tom Trimble. Thank you very much. I think you waved to me because I can see you then. Let's see. There you are, handsome people. They're beautiful looking people. Thank you. Like Central Cast. I could put you in a movie right this second, and the three of you, and I think we'd have a top grossing movie. You don't have people like you in Hollywood. Part of the 22nd MEU is also serving in Puerto Rico, the 3rd Battalion, 6 Marines, Devil Dogs, led by Major Ross Gilchrist. Where is Major? Hello, Major. Another central. Is everybody central casting? It's like they're all handsome, tough guys. I don't know what's going on here. But the Navy Marine Corps team is currently helping to defend our country, protect our interests, and literally decimate terrorists. The job you've done is incredible. I also want to thank you for your amazing work to quickly deliver life-saving aid to Jamaica in the aftermath of the recent hurricane, which was devastating. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Major and everybody. Appreciate it. Next up are the airmen serving with one of the most feared bomber forces in the world, the U.S. Air Force's 7th Bomb Wing, at Dyess Air Force Base in Texas under the auspices and leadership of Colonel Seth Spanier. Colonel, where are you, Colonel? Colonel, let's see here. You're right there. Thank you, Colonel. All of you are backbone of America, and you really are the backbone of America's air power. And in recent weeks, you've been working to deter Venezuelan drug traffickers, of which there are many. Of course, there aren't too many coming in by sea anymore, if you probably noticed that, from sending their poisons into the United States, where they kill hundreds of thousands of people a year. But we're going to take care of that situation. We're already doing a lot. We've almost stopped. It's about 85% stopped by sea. You probably noticed that. People aren't wanting to be delivering by sea. And we'll be starting to stop them by land also. The land is easier, but that's going to start very soon. We warn them, stop sending poison to our country. We also have the 18th Space Defense Squadron at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, headed by Captain Ryan Weber. Captain, where are you, Captain? Thank you very much, Captain. Great job. Every day you maintain American dominance on the high frontier. You're the guardians of one of the most important domains we have to protect, and you make us very, very proud of the job you do, Captain. Thank you. Finally, we have the great men of the Coast Guard, and I have to tell you, there are a lot of women in the Coast Guard now, too, and we're happy about that. United States Coast Guard aboard the Coast Guard cutter Forrest Rednar with Lieutenant Commander Alexis Wild. Alexis, where are you? Hi, Alexis. Alexis Wild at the helm. And I'm told that just last month, the Forrest Rednar intercepted a boat with lots and lots of illegal aliens off the coast of California. It was loaded, and then turned them over to the Customs and Border Patrol, and they did it so professionally. The people were very, very impressed with the job you did, Commander, so thank you very much. It was a great job. And thank you for defending our maritime borders with skill and with pride, and the job you do. Amazing. So I want to thank all of you again for your amazing service to our country. God bless our warriors. God bless our heroes from West Virginia National Guard. What a group. I love West Virginia. And I want to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving. We have a country that we can be very proud of. I was with the King of Saudi Arabia, and he said, you know, sir, last year you had a country that was a dead country. We thought it was dead. And now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And it's true. And we're going to be having close to $20 trillion invested. That's record setting by 10 times. Nobody's ever had anything like it. We're building plants. We're building factories, auto factories, AI plants, the whole thing with artificial intelligence. I don't know the word. I've never liked the word artificial. I don't know what artificials are. I think they ought to change the name. I've always said that's a lousy name to have, artificial anything, but it's a big business. And we're building more. We're leading China by a lot. We're leading everybody by a lot. We make the best military equipment in the world, and they're ordering it at numbers that nobody's ever seen before. But we're doing better than we've ever done before. We have the stock markets just hit, for the 48th time, an all-time high during the 9 months that I've been here, a little more than 9 months now. And so we have the hottest stock market ever. That's a big thing for 401ks and all of the millions of people with jobs and 401ks. Everybody participates in that. But it's 48 times in a little bit less than 10 months. 48 times we hit an all-time high. And I think we're going to continue, because when these factories that we're building from all over the world, they're coming because of tariffs. I think because of November 5th, the election result, but because of tariffs. And we're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars like we've never done before. And some of that's going to go back in the form of a sort of dividend to our people, but much of it's going to go toward reducing debt. And what it really goes for, and even better than the money we're taking in, is the fact that nobody's attacking our companies and taking them out, stealing them like they've been for many years. Because if they do that, they have to pay a tariff as they make products and sell them into our country. So we made deals with Japan. We made deals with South Korea. We made deals with the European Union, where they pay us hundreds of billions of dollars, and they participate. They're now building plants Honda is building plants, and they're all every car company from all over the world virtually is building plants now in the United States because they don't want to pay the tariffs. So there's never been anything quite like it. It's been amazing. So we're taking in, think of it, hundreds of billions. Next year it'll be $1 trillion or more. But we're taking in all this money, at the same time protecting our country, and we're respected again. They actually respect us. And they made the deals. I mean, they respect us, but they pay us, as an example, Japan, $650 billion, South Korea, $350 billion, European Union, $950 billion, and they are building plants now in the United States because they don't want to pay tariffs. So this is one of the biggest things economically that's never happened. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And over the next couple of years, I think we'll substantially be cutting, and maybe cutting out completely, but we'll be cutting income tax. Could be almost completely cutting it because the money we're taking in is going to be so large. And yet, other countries who have been ripping us off for many, many years, they've just been ripping us to shreds. China would take in $600, $700 billion a year, rebuild their military. And now we have a fair deal with China. We just met with President Xi. We have a great relationship. We have a fair deal. We take in a lot of money in the form of tariffs. But so many, even our friends, I mean, European Union, they're our friends. Japan, they're our friends. South Korea is our friends. They're now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars. And they're also paying tariffs to come in. We're not paying tariffs to go in there, by the way. They're paying tariffs, but we're not. So that's a total reversal. But we are benefiting like they used to benefit against us, but we're benefiting even more. So I just want to thank everybody for making all of this possible. Without you, well, you know, we don't have any defense. And boy, do we have defense. We have the strongest military anywhere in the world. We make, as I said, the best equipment. But we have, more importantly, we have the strongest military anywhere in the world. And you saw that with Iran, with those beautiful B-2 bombers. They totally obliterated the potential nuclear supply of Iran. And they did it in the dark of night with no moon, no light, no nothing. Early in the morning, they attacked. You couldn't see a thing. And every single bomb hit its mark. Every single bomb. The Atomic Energy Commission said it was total obliteration. Remember when some of the fake news tried to say, well, maybe it wasn't as bad. Well, it was much worse than anybody thought. And I want to thank those pilots and all of the mechanics and all of the people that serviced and worked on the B-2 bombers. We just ordered a lot more of them. And the reason we did is they were totally incredible, totally invisible. They were stealth. Nobody saw them. They knew they were coming, but they couldn't see them. And they dropped the bomb, and then one of the pilots, commander, said, skedaddle, let's get the hell out of here. But they dropped those bombs, and they loved doing it. They were so honored. They said to me when they came to I invited them all to the Oval Office, including the people that take care of the machines, because, you know, they flew 37 hours both ways, 37 hours, and there wasn't a sputter from an engine. There wasn't a broken screw. There wasn't a problem. There wasn't a chipped piece of paint. It was a flawless mission. I want to thank General Raisin Kane for that and Pete Hegseth for that. But it was an unbelievable event. We have a country that's so respected again. But when the pilots came to see me and I gave them a medal, all of them, there were a lot of handsome people. They looked like Tom Cruise, actually. It was very good casting. But I like Tom Cruise, the last of our movie stars, probably. But although we're honoring Sylvester Stallone a little while at the Kennedy Center, so I'm going to put him in that same category. We have Sylvester Stallone and Tom Cruise. But I will tell you that they said for 22 years, sir, our predecessors and us wanted to make this attack. 22 years. And they practiced it 3 times a year for 22 years, and no president gave them the approval to do it until you came along, sir. We want to thank you. I said, did you really enjoy it? They said, sir, we loved it. We loved it. And these are brave men. These are from a different place than some of the people I know who aren't courageous. We have a lot of people that aren't courageous. These people were amazing in the job they did. So with that, I'm going to ask Lieutenant Colonel Charlie Rockwood, who's a highly respected young man,